The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
And a time check. It is some 24 minutes to the top of the hour, 7 a.m. You're most welcome to the best breakfast show in all of the land. This is 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. My name is Helen Appiah-Ampofo. And I'll be your pilot this morning. Getting you to your destination. All safely, I hope. And we promise to be with you every step of the way before, during, and after elections. And that's exactly what we're doing this morning. Some post-election reflection, because we know there's still so many matters outstanding. We'll be sinking our teeth into all of those issues. Well, hopefully we can connect with Felicity Ahafionyo. She's the chief forecaster with the Ghana Met. She'll let us know if we need our umbrellas this morning or if it'll be sunny spells all throughout. It's looking a little bit, to my untrained eye, shall I add. It's looking a little bit overcast. If I could guess the temperature, I'd say highs of about 24 degrees, 25 degrees Celsius. Maybe in the northern part of the country, I suspect we'll be seeing highs of 34 degrees Celsius. But Felicity will corroborate all of this in due course. I am here, though, with the noble Crosby Annan, also part of the mighty Election Command Center. Crosby, good morning to you.
Good morning, Helen. Good to
I didn't see you all throughout the election period. Where were you?
We were roaming. I was at Ladade Kotoko. I spent 2 days.
I knew that they would have sent you to one of our hottest points, one of the flashiest flash points.
It was a very peaceful place.
Okay.
It was a no contest, I should say. It ended up as a no contest.
In fact, who were the two leading candidates on that side?
The NDC's Retodole Sowa and Joseph Addo.
Okay.
Who people describe as the president's former driver. So if you're going around the Jubilee House, see the big billboard there. That's Joseph Addo. But it was... The gap was huge, I think 60% and 40%. That's
got it.
That's how much difference there were, and then it was a peaceful electoral process. No hating. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then that means we can remove Ladede Kotopon from the flashpoint
list. Well, there are areas in the area that people anticipated would be a little bit chaotic. There's a place. In Mindjaw. No, that's not it. There's a place there, but it turned out it was regular.
Oh, okay. So, usually when the gap is so wide, I think it quells any skirmishes or any need for confusion, because they've given you such a wide gap and such a wide margin. What more can you do? But these are some of the interesting stories post-election we'll be bringing to you this morning as we recap everything that happened over the last few days. And thank you all to everybody who enjoyed the coverage. We were on TV, but of course also on radio right here on 3FM 92.7.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
Well, but hopefully now that elections are over, some of that Christmas cheer can permeate the air. We've been talking about election, flashpoints, ballot box, toss-up, swing region, swing constituency, leading candidate. Let's put all of those terms behind us so that we can now talk about terms like hen leg, turkey ties, biscuits, Fanta. That's what Christmas is all about. Sixtus Ullo, are you filled with the Christmas
sure? It depends on which side you are on. If you're on the side that has lost over 100 seats, you won't be Christmasing.
The Christmas feeling will not be upon you.
Won't be.
Oh, child.
So the Christmas would be one-sided.
Oh no, but I've seen some people on the other side who are jamming.
If they had lost the presidency and won parliament, then there would have been a balanced Christmas.
Or maybe if they had not, maybe if we had another hung parliament, it would be some consolation.
But now at this time, no. I'm not sure.
It casts. Oh no, but we have to encourage our brothers and sisters on the NPP side to still enjoy their Christmas. Listen, what are we doing here? We're practicing democracy. Obikwa. No biaba.
It's so easy to say
when it has nothing to do with you.
Charlie, the investments people have made. It's so easy to just say, let us go. We are practicing democracy. You just, Charlie, stop that.
I'm talking to. I'm sorry. Well, commiserations to you. If it didn't go in your favor, I suspect we haven't been able to connect with Felicity. Well, from my untrained eye, it's looking like a clear day today. Do with that what you will. We'll be getting into the newspaper review very shortly. Myself, Sixtus, and Crosby. We have some papers in front of us. So do get comfortable. It's a good day to have a good day. Post-election reflections. Do follow us on the socials and let's hear from you how you found the entire process. And for those of you who were able to connect with us on the Election Command Center, what you made of the entire programming. The hashtag we're using this morning, it is hashtag 3FM Sunrise.
An amazing free gift on top electronics and appliances from Samsung, TCL, Media, and NASCO. Unbelievable offers. NASCO 50 LED flat TV, 3,699 Ghana cedis. NASCO 4-burner from 1,999 Ghana cedis. NASCO bottom freezer plus 3-set cooking pot at 2,699 Ghana cedis. With Media 1.5 R40 inverter AC, a refreshing season is guaranteed. Buy Media 198-liter freezer at 3,999 Ghana cedis and a TCL soundbar at 1,899 Ghana cedis. Grab a Samsung Split R410 AC and a free blender at 6,499 Ghana cedis. Remember, every purchase qualifies you for our weekly and monthly at Chedia Kessia promo. Rush to Electroland showroom or authorized dealer store across Ghana now.
This Christmas, let the road you travel lead you to a place where comfort meets magic. Welcome to Peduasi Valley Resort, where the ultimate Christmas experience awaits. Indulge in a relaxing massage at our luxurious lavender spa or revitalize yourself with a refreshing workout at our fitness center. We promise the most rejuvenating Christmas ever. Savor sumptuous continental and local breakfast options to begin your day right. Our lunch and dinner buffet with the live band music offer the finest Christmas delicacies to make your festive season unforgettable. Don't miss our special Super Soul night and DJ night with friends. Ready for some adventure? Explore our zoo and playground where fun knows no bounds. When it's time to wind down, take advantage of our special room packages available exclusively this festive season. For reservations, call 0540-125-555 or 0540-125-554. Peduasi Valley Resort. Live life.
The best in the morning is on 92.7 Sunrise on 3FM.
3FM 92.7. 3FM, your urban lifestyle radio. 3FM Sunrise. 3FM Morning Show. 3FM 92.7.
The best in the morning is on 92.7. Sunrise on 3FM.
Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. Let's get stuck straight into it. That portfolio hasn't changed. The last time I laid eyes on here was during one of the last press conferences held by the NPP. And we had Dennis Miracle Abaje in the middle. Then he was flanked by Information Minister Honorable Fati, and also Richard Ahegba, Director of Comms. It was in the early hours of the morning. Everybody was delirious.
The same one. No?
Yes, he says, everything is going on well. I think at that point in time, that's when delirium has set in. Because it's the early hours of the morning, and I had colleagues telling me, don't worry, you'll be seeing more of these press conferences. It's par for the cause. That's what happens in these in the dying embers of the elections. You'll be seeing, man, I saw more. Everything you guys said, I saw it. Also on the front page of the Custodian newspaper, EC declares four announced seats illegal. And there's a lot of controversy about this particular issue. We'll be seeking to dissect this one. And you've got Mr. Samuel Tete, Deputy EC Chairperson in charge of operations. In fact, that should be our social media question of the day. Firstly, let's find out what you make or what you've made of the EC's performance during this election. I mean, a lot of you have been talking, or your tongues have been wagging on the socials. Let's collate all of your thoughts and hear from you. Ekwe Free wins Ablekuma North seat with 414 votes. Interesting. The Custodian, I understand. The Guardian publisher this morning has this to say: ADB refutes defamatory claims against DMD. Also, Mahama's hypocrisy exposed. Justified last-minute appointments in 2016, condemned same in 2024. It's interesting. We go back in time when it suits our narrative. There are so many instances I don't know. The Ghanaian publisher will not go to the IMF. Did you bring that here? Will not go today. Will not go tomorrow. Did you recap some of those, utterances in the past? It's interesting. I'm just making an observation. Still on the front page, government dismisses NDC's transition lies, says no decision to halt payments or recruitment, and Prudential Bank donates to Breast Society of Ghana. Gentlemen, what do we have?
The front page of the Today newspaper: I won't cancel free SHS, Mahama reassures. The story is on page 3 of the paper. There's also Coconut Grove Beach Resort celebrates 30th anniversary in style. You go to some of the pages of the paper, they're reporting details of Mahama's I won't cancel free SHS. Also, let's follow due process in collating parliamentary results. That's coming from the National Peace Council. One EC official will declare the results. Somebody will say it was under duress. EC will say recollation, recounting, and all of that. Anyways, we'll see. The Daily Democrat newspaper.
You can't say that an official who was performing his duty performed the duty under duress. And that official is the one coming back to say that I was pressed to do this, and so it does not count. And then the EC also goes ahead to, on the basis of that, declare that declared result as
legally
now.
Can the EC do that? Is that
no permissible? So imagine what would happen if 10 other presiding officers come out to say that they declared their results under duress.
Yes.
That shouldn't be that power shouldn't lie within the EC to do so. That is why it is the practice and the law that once the results are declared, once the presiding officer at the constituency level goes through the process, holds the hand of the candidate to say that I hereby, with the power vested in me as EC, whatever. I declare Crosby Annan Ose Bonsu as winner of the Dom Kwabinya Hacho seat.
Please, we will not have that. We will not allow him.
Once that declaration is done, your only other recourse is to court. That is where you then go and you say that the processes were unlawful, the EC official was under duress, some of the polling station results had not come in. All of those things you can then bring before the court. But for the EC to unilaterally say that, because of 1, 2, 3 reasons, this one was unlawful. And one of the 1, 2, 3 reasons is that some official was under duress, meaning what? A gun was put to the person's head to declare the results. I can understand the pressure. And nobody can describe that to me better than, because I saw it live. Right. I was right here. I went through all of the controversial constituencies.
Right.
In fact, at midnight when they were declaring the Dom Kwabinya woman, we were wide awake here.
In fact,
that was our midnight watch.
That was our midnight watch, yes.
We're right awake. So we followed the processes right from the beginning to the end.
We watched it.
Exactly. So if there were any other things that the rest of us missed, I mean, the solution now for Michael Quay Jr. should be to go to court.
So what do you make of those who say that come January, what is it? 6th, 7th? When do we go to Parliament?
Swearing in 6th midnight.
6th midnight. So people are saying that
7th midnight.
7th midnight.
This confusion.
Oh my goodness.
So on the dawn of the 7th.
On the dawn of the 7th. What this idea that we could have more than 276 MPs in Parliament, because some seats will have duplicitous MPs. This person says I have one, because look at the front page of the Custodian newspaper. Ekwe Afriye wins Ablekuma North seat with 414 votes. That is contrary to what has been declared.
And this is where the problem is. There was a declaration. It's like, let me give you this example.
Yeah.
It's like the fight between the minority and the majority in Parliament, where the majority leader, Fenyo Makin, went straight to court, got a decision of the Supreme Court in the favor of his side, which proclaimed them majority. From that day onwards, some of us started describing the majority leader, the Honorable Afenyo Makin, as the majority leader, contrary to all other indications and all other. In fact, some people took issue with some of us, but we did that because out of respect for the court. And as a student of the law, I know that once the court pronounces judgment, it becomes the law until otherwise stated or set aside. It's basic. So whether you are angry with it or not, whether that particular judgment went through due process or not, whether it is unanimous FC or not, however you describe it, it is irrelevant. It is the law because it is the judgment of the court. It's simple as that. You get it?
Okay.
Now, it's the same thing that applies here. Once a declaration has been made by the EC, that is it. No other thing you do can turn the thing in your favor. All you have to do is go to court. That is the next step for you. I mean, we need to respect the processes. We need to respect the law. We cannot pick and choose. We can't pick and respect one aspect of the law when it suits us, and when it's against us, then we say no, we will not take it. We can't do that.
So Sixtus, what happens if, like I said, we have multiple MPs for one seat turning up?
And I am saying that cannot happen.
But
there was a declaration.
Yes.
Who has been declared by the EC official?
You have Elikplim Akrugu.
Elikplim should appear in Parliament. The other person should go to court. Simple. The other place, there's no declaration.
An injunction was.
Yes, there was an injunction.
Currently, there's recollation.
Yes, so that's what I'm saying. There's no declaration.
No declaration.
So that's a different matter. That's very different from a place like Dom Kwabinya. It's also different from a place like Okaikwe North. Patrick Boame's place.
Yes.
I mean, these are senior lawyers. I am not even a lawyer. You see, and we all know these things. So it will only amount to some mischief if people get up the name of that constituency.
Ablekuma North.
Ablekuma North. Equia Ifrie, you get up and you appear in Parliament. The marshal should arrest her. I mean, you can't get up and appear in Parliament because you think that you won the election. In that case, everybody will go to Parliament claiming they won. You get it? The rule of the game is very simple. There's a declaration that must be made. That declaration is lawful, is binding, is respected by all parties. If I am aggrieved by that declaration, I know where to go. It's a very simple thing. Yes, out of pain, out of anger, out of every other thing that comes with losing elections. And nobody should talk to me about, I don't understand. I have lost elections in my life. Maybe it doesn't sound big to you, but they were big deals to me. So I can understand what happens when you lose an election. And the urge to want to, do something, no, you don't understand, and all of those things. It happens. But come on, guys. We need to take it as it is. If we don't like the result, the processes, the procedure, there's only one entity, one institution, one organ of government in this town that can say that the Dom Kwabinya declaration was illegal. That is the court.
Let's take a quick listen here, though, to the declaration of the Ablekuma North seat. And this was amidst heavy tension and chaos. We'll come back and get back into the news review. Take a listen.
In polling stations. And NPP had 27,170. NPP had 28,151. On that note, I declare Eura Abna as the MP selected.
Very, very, very chaotic indeed. Those were the scenes, or the sounds, at least for those of us listening, in Ablekuma North. Well, if you read the papers this morning, you might have some confusion as to who actually has won the seat. A lot going on right here. But gentlemen, let's carry on with the news review. We'll come back and we'll dissect the issue some more. Crosby, what do you have for us?
Well, let me finish with the Daily Democrat newspaper. EC declares Fantiakwa North NDC candidate winner. The story is on page 2, page 3, and page 9. One story, 3 pages. Also, Asedi Nketiah exposes EC illegality. Ashimore is an unassuming political titan as he wins greater craft for the NDC. 2024 polls, Africa needs your expertise and experience. UN Envoy hails IGP Dr. Jojo Kufuor Election Security Task Force.
All right, Sixtus, what do you have for us? I believe you have the News Center newspaper.
Yes.
But I think before Sixtus goes on, still talking about the declaration of some seats and the EC saying some are illegal. Sixtus, based on your argument, how about the fundamental cause of these disagreements? The EC says these declarations did not follow laid down procedures, and you're also talking about procedures that should be followed by these candidates if they're not happy with it. But if the declaration in itself from the beginning is not right, then what happens?
Let me take again. There are certain processes that should be followed up to the declaration of a candidate.
Yeah.
We know that the results are counted, the ballot papers are sorted, first of all, at the polling station level. They are sorted, they are counted, results are written down on a certain piece of paper, and the results are declared at that particular polling station.
Yeah.
So amongst the three of us, they will say Dong had 1 vote, Crosby had 2 votes, Helen had 3 votes at polling station 1. So Helen wins at that particular polling station, correct? Now they move to the next polling station. Crosby wins the next polling station with an extra vote. They go to the next polling station. I win that polling station with an extra 3 votes. So the EC That's at the constituency level.
Yeah.
After collating the 3 polling stations and getting the total, that collation is a simple process of mathematics. Polling station A had 5 votes. Out of this person had this number, this had this number, these were rejected and all of that. The polling station B had this, polling station C had this. So they add all of those results and then they say that out of this mathematical process, this person is the winner. The EC official presiding officer makes the declaration.
Okay, that's what you've said is the ideal situation.
No,
that should happen.
It is the process.
Yes, okay.
It is the process. It is what must be followed.
Yes.
Now, if we skip any of those processes and you sit down and you are watching up to the point of declaration.
I think that's where the divergence is. So maybe we skipped one or a few of those processes, and then even though objections were raised, it was not paused or it was not halted, and still a declaration was made. It comes back to the
what happens to the remedy of injunction?
So all of those did not happen before the declaration was made.
So what happens to the remedy of injunction?
That is why the EC is saying that it is not proper, the declarations that have been made.
No, you see, my argument is simple. Okay. Who defines what is duress? Who? The EC official who declared the results, he defines what constitutes duress. Jane Mensah and her members of the commission, they will define what constitutes duress. I am merely pointing out the danger in allowing a certain presiding officer to come and say on his own or her own that he or she declared some results under duress. And based on that pronouncement by the EC official, commission then takes a decision to overturn a
because
declaration.
Because like you say, that could certainly
that's
open the floodgates. Then all of a sudden, you have maybe 20 other seats that were declared coming back to say it was under duress,
exactly.
And without and a third party must examine what is duress, because I can't simply come and say it was under duress and somebody will say yes, that is true. Some other person must determine what is duress.
I understand it is 284. Electoral offences law. It even goes further to talk about spiritual threats and others as offences that should not be entertained during these processes.
I believe a court would have to do that.
If a thief enters this house, the MG compound, the person has come to steal a car from here or remove a part of a car from your car here.
Maybe
and
a car
battery. A car battery, and we catch the person. Can we just send the person straight to Insawam?
No, the person has to go to court.
Exactly my point.
Even when we have seen the person carrying it.
You get it? Yes. We still have to go to court. For the court to then look at the circumstances, take all the testimonies, the evidence, and then say that, look, Mr. A, you went to MG on this day, stole this battery. For that reason, entered the cooler for 10 years. That is the duty of the court. So if the processes were skipped, it is the duty of Patrick Boama to then go to court to say that I am aggrieved by this declaration.
The argument you're making is that even if the processes were skipped and we got to the end stage of the process, the declaration, so far as we have gotten to the end stage of the declaration, the declaration should stand.
Exactly.
That is what I'm disagreeing on, that we have skipped the process.
My point is that once the declaration is made,
should have been skipped and the declaration should stand.
No, I don't disagree with you. But I'm saying that it does not take the EC
to make that decision.
That's
it.
We are not saying different things, I am merely saying that. Yeah. I'm saying that it is not right for us to skip the processes. It is not right for us to allow chaos, duress, all of those words that we can use. Right. They are not right. But the moment that declaration is done, then the story changes. The duty and responsibility changes from the EC official or commission members to the candidate, who will have to then go to court. It's like the case of my good friend, the great one.
Sticker?
No sticker.
I'm joking.
This fag, Mutawakilu. Damango. He says he's going to court Because his story is very funny. And we spoke to him. In his case, he told the story live on air.
That's right.
He said that there was a meeting at his blind side between his regional executives and the NPP candidate, the minister, the Lands and Natural Resources Minister,
yes,
Samuel Abu Jinapor. There was a meeting between his regional executives and the minister who decided and agreed upon a certain MOU, which eventually led to the declaration of the results. By the time he realized, it was too late. They had already signed an MOU on his behalf. The candidate was not aware that there was going to be an MOU that says that we are going to ignore so and so polling stations, even though the results have not come in, we'll go ahead and declare the results. But the moment that result was declared, there was nothing he could have done again.
So he had to go to court.
He had to go to court. So my argument is simple. Once the problem, you have the opportunity to place an injunction on a declaration. It's a remedy available to you. If you feel that, look, polling stations 1, 2, 3 results had not come in, but the presiding officer is going ahead to declare the results, go and bring an injunction. Luckily for us, you don't need the other party to come with you to court to secure an injunction.
That's right.
You can go on your own by yourself, convince the court that if they don't give you that injunction, the harm that you would have suffered would be more if you waited for the processes to go through. And the court out of that agency will give you the injunction. Do you get it? So you don't have to wait. You don't have to wait for a declaration to be made. You have to go to court, secure the injunction, stop the declaration, insist that the processes be gone through, follow through with. If you fail to do that and the results are declared, then, Masa, you have to go to court. You cannot go and see Jane Mensah and tell Jane Mensah that the EC of your officer at this place was under duress. I'm not reading any text message. Don't send me WhatsApp messages. I won't read them.
What are the messages in connection with Sixtus?
So I'm not saying that, and I'm not taking any side in this matter.
You?
It's okay. I'm not taking any side in this matter. I'm just saying that we need to follow the law. Otherwise, there'll be too much chaos.
Too much.
Imagine, do you know, at the last count, before we signed off on Friday, there were 9 outstanding constituencies that had not been resolved. So imagine that all these 9 constituencies, they came to Jane Mensah, and Jane Mensah and her people would sit down and then say that, okay, these 9 constituencies is because the officers were under duress, or because 2 polling station results were not out. So because of that, we are overturning the declaration. It is not the duty, the job, or the responsibility of the EC to overturn results. We have the courts for that. Simple. Go to court.
Fantastic. What do you have for us on the front page of the News Center? And I should also mention that there's no Johnny's Bites this morning. Apologies for a lack of Johnny's Bites this morning. But we're carrying on with the news review all the way up until we do Community Voices in the next 5 minutes or so. And then we'll hand you over to the sports team. What's happening on the sports front? We'll be telling you all of that. Sixtus.
The News Center, detail-driven news. President Mahama hints of IMF bailout review. Promoting safer cooking. MPA advocates for gas over firewood and charcoal. Question is, can we afford the gas? Imagines a powerhouse for identity solutions with significant milestone is 34 years. Hooray. No accord to refer midnight actions. What does that mean? No accord to refer. Okay. Transition team Fatima is speaking, but will NDC with absolute majority give Ghana midnight appointments law to limit such actions? I am not getting the story. It's on page 2. Let me try to fish it out. Page 2. Of the News Center. It's a long one. Lengthy. By the boss himself, Elvis Darko. The outgoing government's transition team has called on the public to disregard claims suggesting that the committee has decided to refer all ongoing payments and recruitment processes to its authority. According to the team, such assertions are baseless and do not reflect the decisions taken during its recent meeting. Felix Kwachiofosu, spokesperson for the transition team of President Mahama, stated that the joint committee had agreed all significant payments and recruitments should be submitted to them for consideration before implementation. However, a statement issued by Information Minister, spokesperson for the transition team, government side, clarified that the team made no such resolution at its second meeting. The statement emphasized, okay, I think I get the story. You know, all the last minute appointments, we saw this in 2016, right? All the last minute appointments and recruitments and promotions and all of those things, they have serious implications. Payments. They have serious implications on the incoming administration. And so the incoming administration would normally want to see what is going on before it happens. Because between now and 6th of January, there are going to be actions by the Nanado administration that would have serious consequences for the Mahama administration incoming. So it's only cool that there's that collaboration between the two sides, the outgoing and the incoming, so that after all, what it is, the consolidated fund that is being affected is not Nanado's packet, it's not Mahama's packet.
That's right.
And so we shouldn't even be having these conversations. But of course, there are always interests. Okay, so we saw this in 2016 when exactly, and then former information minister was his name? No. Kojo Opong.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, Kojo Opong was speaking for the Nanado side at the time, just like Fatima is speaking for the Nanado side now. So
she's the spokesperson of the transition team on the side of the government.
Yes. We saw all of these things where they took on the Mahama administration outgoing then for decisions last-minute decisions that were made that were not good.
The Shraj boss was appointed.
Yes. He wasn't the only one. There were other appointments
that were made,
which were widely condemned by all of us. I mean, you are leaving office. There's no reason why you should be dictating who becomes what.
Exactly.
Because at the end of the day, it opens the gate for certain, needless suspicions and all of those things.
You say needless, but
no, I use the word needless because I mean it may have been in good faith. You get it, but you see the way you are rolling your eyes. You don't believe that it can ever be in good faith.
Oh, I mean,
so sometimes it is.
You want the Akufo-Addo government to take responsibility for what is happening in the country, particularly the looting and the chaos that some constituencies have reported. But you don't want the Akufo-Addo government to now carry out its responsibilities because it is still in office. It can still choose to appoint, choose to do whatever it wants to do in accordance with the law. So Fatima said you can't, how do you say it? Approbate and
reprobate.
You can't do that.
No, but you see, the who controls, who is responsible for national security? When I say national security, I don't mean those boys. I mean our collective security. Who is responsible? Is it Mahama or Akufo-Addo?
Akufo-Addo.
Exactly. The other side of it is you are leaving.
But I've not left. If something happens in Ghana right now, you're not going to hold Mahama responsible.
Exactly. We know.
If a state institution should do something that they don't do, you not hold Mahama. You'd hold the Akufo-Addo
something like what?
Okay, maybe there's a decision Shraj makes a declaration, something, a court makes something.
So the observation we would make is that at this point, no one is taking or making any major decisions.
No, but if major things happen, you are required to make major decisions.
The only serious thing that would happen at this point is if the country comes under attack. If the country comes under attack, you expect Nanado as commander-in-chief to lead the charge. You expect him to take decisions. If he has to declare a state of emergency, he is the one to declare it, not Mahama.
Okay.
But he would have to do that in consultation with Mahama. I know that the people can see what I'm doing. I don't know how to say it.
Sixtus is doing air quotations, just to put it into context.
Because you know that your time is up, and the decision that you are doing would outlive your tenure.
Yes.
It will have implications beyond 7th January.
That's true.
And beyond 7th January, somebody else will be taking Guantanamo Bay detainees. Or when were they brought to Ghana? You remember that decision?
Yeah.
And the controversy it sparked. Yes. So even though Mahama was president, accordingly, Nana Addo was kept in the loop because I'm not sure we had even done the elections then.
No, we
had not done the elections. But the communication at that time was that Nana Addo was kept in the loop because the government of the day recognized that the election could produce an alternative president. That is it. And that decision was going to live beyond the president of the day.
But if we're informing you and keeping you in the loop, it does not mean you can tell us not to take that decision. That's what I'm saying. You understand?
Well, I can tell you not to take it looking beyond your tenure, the 1 month that you have to live.
Consultation with this decision, we have to make recruitment payments, we have to do. You cannot. I'm still the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. I'm still overseeing.
Crosby, it doesn't mean you can do anything you want.
If it is in accordance with the law, I can do what I want to do.
No.
So far as the
Crosby,
law
when you become vice president and president, you can put this into action.
The president's mandate will end on the evening of 6th January.
Correct.
If it has not ended, anything between now and 6th January, that is in accordance.
You are worrying the president. Though. He wants to go on retirement. You are here holding his neck that you should do this, you should do this. He has some 3 weeks to go, please. Allow the guy to hand over peacefully. But the president
No, you see, in other jurisdictions, as part of the transition processes, there are definitions of major decisions and actions which cannot be taken by the outgoing administration.
So they have to wait for another government to come before they take that major decision. What about if it is a decision that is time bound?
No,
what is happening? What have you seen, Crosby, in these 3 weeks?
I don't understand.
You want to alert us to Crosby? If you know something, tell us. Crosby knows something that we don't know. Crosby knows something we don't know.
What are we not aware of?
What is going on? You get some feel.
On the face of the thing, that's what should be.
I thought President Akufo-Addo was a Nima boy. That's his stomping grounds. Well, let's take a quick listen, though, to how Nima reacted to the declaration of John Dramani Mahama as president-elect, because they were really jubilating, and I thought they had some loyalty or some loyalty ties.
It wasn't Akufo-Addo who stood the election.
Oh, but it's his party. He said he wanted to hand over to one of his own, so I expected his neighborhood at least to commiserate. Take a listen.
The singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the president-elect of the Republic of Ghana with a total.
And that is how Nima celebrated the news that John Dramani Mahama is president-elect for the Republic of Ghana. I'm not sure if President Akufo-Addo was home at that time. I'm not sure he would have loved to have heard a lot of this car honking, ping, just in my neighborhood. Me, if I stand for something in my neighborhood in Agboba, Yam Market, they start jubilating. I can't tell you, it's over for all of you when I exit the gate. You run back into your homes. But gentlemen, thank you so much for this, for joining me for the news review. We'll go on a very quick break. When we come back, we'll take a few of your calls and then we'll get into some sports. This is 3FM Sunrise on 3FM 92.7. It's going to be an exciting morning as we recap.
Helen, but you know, Parliament is coming back today.
Today, not today.
Today, not today.
Oh, today is Monday the 6th.
Yes.
You are right.
Parliament is coming back. So it's going to be an interesting day.
Check us out on social media. I'm going to give Faustina a picture. I'm going to give her a picture. We're going to talk on social media. And we're going to come back. Do stick with us. It's a good day to have a good day.
Electroland Xmas Bonanza is here. Enjoy terrific discounts and amazing